I think that in a world where there's a lot of uncertainty, people want certainty. They want to know when they watch a movie, secret sometimes, how this is going to play out. They don't know. Some people like myself, I like the twists, I like the turns, I like that. I didn't see that coming. But usually people who like a specific genre, they like the formula and they like knowing it's going to work out great. And because you can relax, the ebbs and flows are not too deep and too dark. It stays, we say kind of light. It kind of like bounces around just drama, but like it's going to stay in this range. It's not going to go off the hinges. I think people love that, particularly, people who, like I said, like that consistency in a world where it's like every day you turn on the news, it could be some new war or some calamity that's going on. It's like it's a good thing to get away from that. It's a good thing to get away from the negativity. I think all these movies, all this genre is always very uplifting. That's why they do so well because people want and need that kind of content consistently. There could be some similarities in most of them, but at the same time, it's because the formula for these films to be good and to people to enjoy them follows this format in the same way that soap operas do, in the same way that, Jeopardy does. Like the formula works. So it's like, why mess with that, particularly when there's such a established, huge fan base for these kind of movies. So I
Hmm.
think it's smart to keep doing them. This is, I think, I think it was the first lead actually in a film that I've done. And fortunately, thank God that we had such a great cast and crew that made it what it was. Because again, if it was just on my own laurels, I don't think it would done quite as well. But yeah, but anything that's going to be lighthearted, my wife, my family loves all that kind of stuff. And so if given a chance to jump on something like that, of course you're going to take it. So we did. We become really great friends then. And I think part of it is I think for females in particular, there could be people out there who would try to take advantage of actresses, love scenes, da, da, da. I've seen it my whole life, my whole career. And so because of that from the rip, I'm very communicative of like, hey, my wife is on set. Here's my wife. Nothing weird's going to go on. All very professional. And I've done on every movie because I've done like 10 romance films where I have like the romantic leads and stuff. And every time I do that, it calms all the feeling, the emotions, and everything down to like develop this friendship that's going to be palpable. And I think it came through on set. We talked a lot on set, we rehearsed, we did our thing because this is a big movie for her too. And so we really took our time with developing that friendship first. And we again stayed close. And I saw her at TIFF actually early this year, and we got up and had some dinner. So yeah, she was great, and again, it's always better for me to people feel calm, at ease. That's what we all want to do anyway, right? Everyone wants to know they're good at their job and that they're affirmed and that there's not any squirrely weird business that's going to go on. And so I try to do my best to make sure that everyone knows, like off the rip, hey, everyone's here collaborative, but there's not going to be any weird tensions or anything like that. I think that has proven to help me anyway. I think that's that relationship came through in that in the movie.
Friend, huh?
Yes, you are helping me to rebuild my house. Well, I think I'm gonna spend the night here tonight.
There's no interior of the house. How you gonna do that?
No, no, not in the house, in the barn. Plus, the house has running water, gas, everything I need.
By yourself in the barn?
Oh, with Dancer. Right, Pop?
All right. Well, I'll be staying the night at my place. So, if you ever needed a place to crash.
Are you trying to spend the night with me?
No. I'm just letting you know if you didn't feel like staying at the barn by yourself, you have a place. That's it.
Oh, that's sweet of you, but I'm a big girl. I got this.
Just offering as a friend.
Right, because that's what we are.
Exactly. Friends.
Oh, strawberries, chocolate covered strawberries all day long. My wife loves them, and so that's what she gets nonstop. Who doesn't love fruit and chocolate? It's a great mix. Oh, cozy pizza by the fire. Cozy pizza by the fire. I usually we have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and so whenever we have a alone time and a moment, it's like let's just take a breath. We don't get dressed up and all this stuff. Like, no, we'll do the 5 stars occasionally, but yeah, if consistently movie, pizza, chill, pajamas, fire. That's it. Resort. Yeah, I would say resort. That's kind of out of left field. But you say that, I'm thinking Tahiti with all my friends and we're drinking pina coladas. Yeah, yeah. We don't want to be a part of it. In fact, like I said before we got on, I was just in Miami and got back. At the day I got back that night, it snowed and iced and everything. I was thinking, I was in Miami, it was 70 degrees, then for a film premiere, and it was perfect. And I come back to this, so I'm reminiscent. Yeah, I'd rather be on an island waiting out a storm than to be trapped in somewhere. Uh, I'm gonna say in between. I'm gonna say like 3 days before. My wife may change her mind. You don't buy two because I've done that. You buy something that's like, oh, she already bought that. Like, oh man. So yeah, maybe 2 days. I'm gonna go off the range here. I'm saying 2 days before is a good sweet spot. Now, cards and flour, hour before.
Sure.
Hour before. I'm going to pick it up and then dropping it off before we celebrate. So I do have this. Steven Sanchez has so many great songs. If you don't know who Steven Sanchez is, check him out. He has this retro kind of 50s, 60s vibe, but he is like romantic, incredible voice, very vibey. Teddy Swims right up there with him, kind of that sultry, cool. That'd be the music for it for sure. So yeah, we I do a podcast called Opposites Distract. We just talk about movies and have guests on, and it's with my podcast partner Jared Pike, and that's been going on about a year and a half, and that's a lot of fun. We just were actually down in Miami for a Solo Mio premiere, Rom-Com. It's Kevin James' new rom-com with Kim Coates, and it's a phenomenal movie. So went down there for that premiere. Producing wise, yeah, I got a film actually we'll be producing up in your area and the next probably 90 days, believe it or not. And so it's gonna be in that rom-com world again. I won't say a network, but a network. And we pieced this together and produced it together, me and my partner Daniel Hall in Los Angeles. Acting wise, there's things that I've signed to do, but I can't talk about them because my manager or publicist would destroy me. So I can't, but it's gonna be a good year. 2026 is gonna be a good year. A lot of good fun stuff coming up. It's LUVUARY all month long on Love TV. Be sure to check out my movie After the Storm on Love TV.
Lauren, I'm so sorry.